You're trying to make delicious Argentinian empanadas? Well, then you're gonna wanna keep watching. Hola, 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 bienvenidos. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. In this video, I am going to teach you how to do Argentinian empanadas. It's easy, it's fast, and my family loves them, and I'm sure your family will too. Oh my God, today I feel like Martha Stewart. Let's get started. Okay guys, so I laid all the ingredients that we are going to need to make these empanadas. As you can see, super simple, but I'm gonna go over everything with you. This makes about anywhere from 10 to 12 empanadas. So yeah, so I picked up some lean ground beef. I like the lean ground beef. I do like it that it still has a little bit of fat, because if not, they come out way too dry. So some ground beef. You're gonna need onions. I prefer the sweet onions. As you can see from here, I got these at Publix. These are the tearless sweet. She's like, wow, I'm not tearing up when I cut these. They're amazing. So you're gonna want about maybe one. One is a good size, and plus you'll take some layers off of it, so it'll become a little bit smaller. Also, a little bit of garlic. I use kind of like less than a teaspoon of this. Minced garlic. I don't even have to cut it. I suggest you do the same. You are gonna need a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, perhaps 2 tablespoons. I just eye it, but that's what I think is the right amount. This is the secret ingredient. You're gonna need a Hunt's sauce. It is 8 ounces. Okay, because I was gonna tell you, they have like the big cans and then they have the smaller cans. Just make sure that it's sauce. I love this brand. And then obviously you're going to need some seasoning. I'm gonna show you what I use. I use this garlic salt. I like to season the meat with. I also use this Goya adobo all-purpose seasoning. It goes for any types of meats. It just enhances the flavor of the meat, and then just regular salt and pepper. Now, what you're gonna wanna do is venture into the international food aisle. It's refrigerated. These are the dough for turnover pastries that you're gonna want. I love this brand. It comes with, as you can see in the picture, and I'll show you as I'm making it, it has like little films that separate each piece of dough so that it doesn't stick. And all right, so we're ready to roll here. Let's get started. Before you do anything else, you are gonna wanna start the oven. So I will recommend putting it to 375. Let it work up to that as you're prepping everything else. Okay guys, so pick a pot that you wanna work with and you put it on the stove. And next, you're gonna use the extra virgin olive oil. Now, I never measure it, I kinda eye it, but it should be about probably 3 tablespoons full of extra virgin olive oil. About that much. Moving along, the next step is that you're gonna wanna put a little bit of garlic in the pot and let that simmer. So usually, you need to put just a little bit, just a touch to give it some flavor. And then we're going to want to put the onions in the pot and let it get golden. That's the trick. Make sure that the onion is nice and golden, and then we can put in the meat. All right, so next I like to open the ground beef and put some seasoning on it right before I throw it in the pot. So some Goya, a little pinch of pepper. Don't overdo it. I mean, spices and stuff, garlic salt, just a little bit. All right, and then I'm just gonna turn it around. Whoop. And we're gonna do the same thing. Guys, the turnover pastries are so much easier to handle once they're out of the refrigerator. So I would suggest that as soon as you start cooking, you wanna bring these out of the refrigerator so that they start softening up, so that you can move them around a little bit. So that's just a quick tip right there. Guys, I totally forgot to mention this when I was going over the ingredients. Something that I like to add inside my empanadas are a few hard-boiled eggs. I like to make mine extra proteinish. So I am going to grab 3 eggs and I am going to boil them so that then I can go ahead, cut them, and then add it to the mix once it's all cooked. You'll see. Okay, so when the onions start appearing transparent, that's when I know that they're cooked. They're ready to go. So this is when I would put in the ground beef. As I'm putting it in, I like to cut it, but it's going to be beneficial for you to continue cutting it once it's in the pot, just so that it doesn't cook as one big lump. The idea is that it stays as ground beef. And then you try to chop it and mix it all in. Mix the onions, mix the meat, let all the flavors come together. And before you move on to the next step, you have to make sure that the meat is fully cooked. You'll know that because it won't look red anymore. So since I am using lean meat, it doesn't tend to be as juicy as non-lean meat, which has more fat. So my secret ingredient is that I add just 8 ounces of Hunt's sauce. It has to say, make sure it says sauce, because it's definitely the more watery consistency, as you can see. So as soon as the meat is already cooked, we're gonna go ahead and add the Hunt's sauce. Okay, so then we're going to start cutting the egg. I'm going to try to see if you guys can see it. Next, we mix it. Okay guys, so once you put the egg in there, it should look something like this. And next, we're going to start stuffing the pastries. Okay guys, so next, in an oven-safe dish, you're going to spray it with some Pam just to make sure that the dough doesn't stick to it. Okay, so next you're going to want to open up the packet of 10. I'm going to take it out of the packet and see how they come with individual little, I love this because it won't stick. And the idea is that when you put the meat inside of it, you're going to hold it in one hand like so, and we're going to fill it like this. You're going to use this part, always the top part, as the inside, and then what you peel out will be on the outside, okay? Guys, I am going to put a little bit of water inside this cup that I'm going to dip my fingers, and I'm going to use this water to help me seal the dough. I got my mix inside the pot. It's actually warm. So obviously after you wash your hands, you're gonna wanna grab, what I do is I like to stretch them out a little bit. That way I can fit a little bit more of the meat, okay? Always remember what side is inside and what side is out. You're gonna hold it with one hand. You're gonna dip your spoon into the mixture. It's nice and smoky, and then you're gonna apply it. I usually do about 2.5 or maybe 1.5 to 2 spoons. So it's gonna start looking like that. I'm gonna dip my fingers in the water. I'm gonna seal half of it with it. So tap, 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 tap. Then kind of like a taco, like a closed taco. And here is the fun part. Oh, this one broke a little bit. I may have stretched it too much. Kind of like a dumpling. Isn't that funny? Okay, and then here's the fun part. This is el repugle. You're gonna fold in. This is what makes them look pretty. Fold in, we're folding. Ta-ta-da-ta-ta-ta, ta-ta-da-ta-ta-ta. I've gotten pretty good at this. And there you have it. That's my first empanada. So we're gonna take it over here to the pan. That's how we seal them. So I finished sealing 5. Oh, they're sliding down. And I'm ready to put them in the oven. But before I do that, I'm gonna do one more step to make sure that they look nice and golden. I'm gonna crack an egg and I'm gonna paint them all with a raw egg. It's gonna look really cool. You'll see the effect. And now we put them in the oven. The oven is nice and warm because we turned it on early when we were supposed to. In the oven they go, and I'm gonna say about 30 minutes. Guys, I can't believe it. My empanadas are finally done and they look beautiful, nice and golden, just like I promised that they would. So anyway, let me see. We should maybe dig into one. Ow, it's so hot because they're like right out of the oven. Maybe I should grab a knife. Okay, let's do a retake now with a knife. But they should come out delicious inside, yummy. They look really good. So I'm just gonna bite into them. I'm making a mess here. So good. To die for. Anyway, try them out, make them, and let me know how they came out. Maybe I should finish chewing first, and then I can continue talking. Oh my God, I'm gonna choke. Okay guys, so before I leave you to go enjoy my empanadas, I just wanted to let you know that I had so much fun making these with you and I hope you had fun too. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below how I can help. And also, if you tried the recipe and you liked it, let me see, or if you didn't, let me know in the comments below as well. I wanna see if you gave it a shot. A lot of my friends have asked me for the recipe, so I thought that it would be great to type it up for them and send them a video as well so that they know kind of like what to expect. I feel that videos are just so much easier to follow anyway, and they're much more entertaining. Also, I want to know how you make your empanadas, what you put in them. Do you fry them? Do you put them in the oven like me? How do you make yours? I'm always interested in knowing how other people do things. And finally, if you like the recipe, give me a like, follow my channel, subscribe, send me some love. Thank you so much. See you later. Ciao.